Hey everyone, welcome back to SparkDrive. In today's video, I want to discuss ceramic coatings and also provide you guys with a full DIY tutorial on how to ceramic coat from prep all the way to the actual ceramic coating itself. Now, I haven't been sponsored for this video, but I do have a product I could recommend that I used for my Tesla Model Y when I ceramic coated it this past week. Let's go. Before we get into how to do your own ceramic coat, let's talk about what a ceramic coat is and the positives of a ceramic coat and what advantages it could provide you and your vehicle. So typically, after you wash your car, you're going to want to wax it. That's what the standard was prior. That's typically what people do now, but people also look at the world of ceramic coatings. And this is a silica-based liquid polymer that is applied by hand and actually can last years and provide years of protection to your paint. So just think of it as a thin glass layer on your paint to protect it from the outside elements, such as bird droppings, any sort of UV rays, any dirt, salt that could fly off the roads if you're in a colder climate. Now, a lot of people do think that a ceramic coat is like a full protection for your paint where you can prevent rock chips or scratches to the paint's exterior, but that is incorrect. That's just a marketing tactic for a lot of these ceramic coating companies that provide misinformation on ceramic coats so you purchase them. But in reality, it won't protect against scratches or rock chips or anything like that, but a ceramic coating is quite beneficial to keeping your car's paint in perfect condition and your car looking very clean and glossy. And an added benefit, it's very easy to clean your car. You can actually just grab a hose or a pressure washer and get all the dirt off of your car's surface very easily. Another added benefit of a ceramic coating is hydrophobic properties. So it will allow all the water that's on your vehicle to be quickly pulled off. So if you see all those videos of people applying Rain-X to the Rain-X special solution to their glass and they don't need to use their windshield wipers because the water just flies off, that's exactly what will happen to your vehicle's exterior. Now, typically a ceramic coat, if done by a professional, can run you over $1,000, but if you go the DIY route, it can take 8 to 9 hours like it did for me and cost about $100 to $200, depending on which ceramic coating you purchase. Regardless, you're going to need a garage or a area where you can park your vehicle for about 12 or to 24 hours after you apply the ceramic coating, because you don't want your vehicle to be exposed to the elements, especially rain, while that coating cures. So let's get into how you can do your very own ceramic coating with my step-by-step guide and how I did it. When ceramic coating your own vehicle, the first thing you're going to need to do is very easy. Wash the car and wash it very thoroughly. If you have any sort of surface scratches, any sort of damage to the exterior, you're going to want that paint corrected and fixed before you apply a ceramic coating. The best time to apply a ceramic coating will be when your vehicle is brand new, before you've driven it too much. Now personally, I didn't do my ceramic coating till about 1,500 miles and it was perfectly fine, but just make sure your vehicle doesn't have any rock chips or scratches on the paint and deal with those before you jump into ceramic coating your car. So like I said, you're going to want to wash your car thoroughly, and what I did was I took my vehicle to a touchless wash and then came back home and washed it one more time just to make sure the car's paint was very clean. Then what I did was grab some iron remover spray. Now the product that I used is from Gtechniq, and I'll leave all the products that I've used in the description below for your guys' reference, but just because I used it doesn't mean you should. Most iron removers are generally the same chemical structure, and so you could use any one that you would like. So just go ahead and follow the directions on your iron remover. Mine was spraying it on the car and leaving it for roughly 5 minutes and then hosing the car off. Once I hosed the car off, I completely dried my exterior and parked my vehicle inside my garage. Once that's done, you're going to want to get a clay bar. Now, the issue with a clay bar that you may have heard of is you can create surface scratches on your paint because you're working with clay. And so most clay bars provide some sort of lubricant with it. And so what I used is some clay bar kit that I got at Walmart, and I was able to get the kit where it comes with a lubricant, and I basically used the entire bottle because I did not want to risk it at all and create any sort of surface scratches. But clay barring is super easy. Just make sure you're using enough lubricant, and all you do is you spray down the lubricant. Let's say you're doing your hood, spray it down on about half the hood and just go side to side with the clay bar and provide a bit of force. Don't provide too much force on top of the clay bar because then you'll probably cut through the lubricant and go directly onto the paint. Once you're done clay barring a single panel, what I like to do is wipe off the lubricant completely with a microfiber cloth just to make sure it's completely dry. Take your time and go panel by panel. Now, this is all I did the first day, as this took a few hours to do, and I was kind of tired by the end of it. So I closed up my garage and continued the next day. The next day, I grabbed some IPA, 70% isopropyl alcohol, and a brand new microfiber cloth, and just wiped down the car with IPA in case any sort of dust or any sort of debris had fallen onto my car's paint overnight from my garage. And then I was also doing the ceramic coating with the garage door open to provide adequate light, and we'll get into why in a bit. Once you have your vehicle completely wiped down with the IPA, what you can do is just go ahead and just go walk around your car and inspect it in case there's any dust or debris that's fallen onto the paint. Well, now you've prepped your car. That's kind of the hard part, and now we could jump into a ceramic coating. Now, the ceramic coating that I used is called CSL from Gtechniq, and it actually comes in a two-parter, which is optional, but it's called CSL, which is a ceramic coating, and EXO, which provides extra protection on top of the ceramic coating to make it last longer. The CSL will last 24 to 36 months, while the EXO will provide an additional 24 months or so of protection, totaling about 5 years. And so I thought it was beneficial to spend a bit more money on a ceramic coating that will last a lot longer, since I'm going through this process of trying to prep the paint and taking time doing that. I thought may as well get something that'll last me longer. Now, to actually ceramic coat your vehicle, I'm going to be going through the steps for my specific ceramic coat, CSL and EXO, but generally the steps are the same for all ceramic coatings. They may change a little bit, and the flash time may change as well, but we'll get into what a flash is and what flash time is in a moment. Now, when you're ceramic coating a car, you're going to want to make sure you're in a well-ventilated area, or if you're not, wear a respirator. And make sure you have gloves. CSL and EXO come with a pair of gloves in the box. And make sure you wear some eye protection. Now, since we're ceramic coating and not using some sort of spray, like a ceramic spray, it's much easier to control the environment, but it's always better to take safety precautions. Now, go grab your bottle of ceramic coat and your applicator pad, which it typically comes with. It's a very small pad made of cotton, and you just want to douse it with your ceramic coating, make sure it gets fully lubricated, and then start your coat. Now, you're going to want to go in 2 by 2 areas, 2 feet by 2 feet, just to make sure that the ceramic coat doesn't cure too quick. So if you're in a humidity controlled environment, it may take longer for your ceramic coat to flash, but just make sure that you're working in small areas, just to make sure you have enough time to wipe down. Speaking of wiping down, you're going to want to use the 3 towel method. Now, typically you use 2 towels, but I use 3 towels just as an insurance, just to make sure that all the excess coating that's on the paint and on the adjacent panels are fully wiped away. When you're applying your coating and going in that 2x2 area, what I do is create an outline around that 2x2 area I want to work with and fill it in. You can see the ceramic coat fairly easily, and what I like to do is go over it one more time from side to side and then up and down, and just to make sure I'm not leaving any open areas. When it comes to wiping down and when to wipe down, that's called flash time. Now, like I said, depending on the humidity and the temperature outside or in your indoor garage or wherever you are working, it may take longer to flash, or it may be even 15 to 20 seconds. Now, how are you going to know that it's ready to wipe off? The ceramic coating, in my case, looks like a streak of oil, so it's glimmering, it's all shiny, and then after about a minute or two, it looks like it's sweating, it creates little beads, and that's when you know it's ready to wipe away. Now, some ceramic coatings may look like they have a rainbow effect, so you're going to keep a little light or make sure you're in a well-lit area to ensure that you're wiping away at the correct time. Wipe away too soon, and you won't have the full ceramic coat, fully cured onto your paint, and you'll have a very thin layer. Have it too long, and it's going to look really odd and very bumpy, and you're going to have a lot of high spots. So just make sure that you are taking time in doing this. Once the ceramic coating has flashed, what you're going to want to do is the 3-towel method I explained earlier. So grab your first towel and wipe away the excess ceramic coating. And then grab your second towel and do a more thorough wipe down around that 2x2 area as well as adjacent panels. And the third wipe for insurance. Do the same area as you did with your second towel. Maybe go out a bit further. Just make sure you have a lit area, just to make sure you can see any ceramic coating that has gone a little too far. Then you can go ahead and ceramic coat your entire vehicle, going panel by panel. Once you have that done, you can go on to EXO. Now, if you're just doing another ceramic coating, you can just stop here and follow that manufacturer's steps, and if there are any more steps afterwards. But for my case, it is a 2-step ceramic coat, which has the EXO, and you do the same thing. Make sure it's been 2 hours between the CSL and the EXO, and apply it just like you were applying the CSL, the step 1 ceramic coating. Now, the EXO is a lot more slick and can get to adjacent panels very easily, so just make sure when you're doing that third wipe, you cover a good amount of area. I almost missed a small portion where I would have had a high spot, and that fender would not have looked good. And there you go. You have now ceramic coated your vehicle, and now just make sure you leave your vehicle indoors for at least 12 to 24 hours or whatever the manufacturer of the ceramic coat suggests, and make sure you don't wash your car for at least 7 days. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and if you need any sort of help with your ceramic coating, do leave a comment. I'll be happy to assist, and enjoy your freshly ceramic coated vehicle. Peace.